My name is Jansen. I'm a shoe designer. I was born in Nijmegen. That's a town about 100 kilometers from Amsterdam. And I work here since 1963. Date of birth, 6 May. My father was sales manager of a children's shoe factory, and I had to wear the shoes of my father's factory, and I didn't like that very much, so I wanted to make the shoes more soft and nicer, and that was at my age of 6. I thought that I wanted to become a shoe. Actually there are two. It's Salvatore Ferragamo, the Italian designer, and because he made very various constructions. That's more the way that I work. And Roger Vivier, at that time in the 60s, he was the shoe designer for Christian Dior, and after that he became his own line, Roger Vivier. These are the two people that inspired me. I'm not following trends. I do things that is industrial design, like it is not in fashion now and out of fashion in 6 months.
So it's timeless.
You know, timeless. When I started, I was just I wanted just to become a shoe designer, and I had no path what I was going to walk on. I did not know what to do and where it would be ending. So I just started to start shoe designing.
And it just gradually became what it is now.
Not inspired by any other shoe designers at all. Also not fashion designers. I do my own thing, and it is. You see, my shoes don't look like anything. My family inspired me. My father, in particularly, when I said as a young boy I wanted to become a shoe designer, then he said, "Yeah, go ahead, do it." My father, he was in children's shoes, and I wanted to go into women's shoes. So he found a place for me where I could work as a trainee. And there I learned how to make patterns. And after that I went to Rome, and there I learned how to make shoes by hand. In the beginning I only wanted to make the shoes nice. And then they said, well, if you want them, then you have to suffer a little bit, and that's changed. You know, people, also young women now, don't want to suffer too much of too narrow shoes, too pointy shoes, too high heels. I try to make the shoes, even in the high heels, I try to make them as comfortable as possible. So my shoes now are larger than. More comfortable. The heel shoes are more comfortable than 25 years ago.
It's softer?
It's softer, large. I have learned how to make lasts. So that is my specialty. You know, how to shape a last, and I know where to put material that it is comfortable, more comfortable, but that you cannot see it.
Okay.
You know, that's
a little magic.
That is always the most difficult question, I think, that everybody asks me. Why?
Like what inspired you?
What inspired you? I really don't know. It is everything inspires everybody. You know, you walk around in the world, and I'm not going to musea to look at old ancient paintings, or you're inspired by a conversation, by looking at somebody, by walking in the street, and mostly I say it comes from the cosmos. You know, I close my eyes and I see a heel, and I just make the heel with my hands, and that is a new shape, a new I love thing. All my children. And maybe it's the bamboo shoe that gave me the most publicity.
When was that?
That was in 1973.
Oh.
And I made a remake of that in 2004. I don't really need free time. We always have free time, and we like the work. My wife works a lot with me, and she also has a ideas about shouldn't you do this heel a little lower or what, but I do the constructions, I do the designing, and my wife is very important in the colors and the materials. So we have a bunch of leathers, you know, that you bring from the fairs, and then that's full of a bag full of
all leather.
colors, all leathers, and then you have this, and then we say, oh, what shall we do? It's so much, you know, you cannot do all these colors, but we have to choose. Shall we take this green or shall we take this yellow? You cannot do all these colors, you know, it's way too much.
Yeah.
So we have, you come back from the leather fair with 150 nice ideas, nice leathers, and you can only use 20% of it, because otherwise it was way too big.
Is your wife a shoe designer as well?
No, I design, and
She
my
just
wife
helps with the colors.
she has a very good taste, and she's the buyer of she buys out of our collection. You know, if we have 5 shoes on the same construction, then what shall we do? We cannot buy all 5, we buy 3. Then my wife decides what the 3 are. No, of every collection I keep one shoe, one pair of shoes of every last, every heel height, and so I have one flat shoe, one middle heel, one high heel, and I keep that. And
you don't sell that?
That I don't sell. That's why I have such a big collection. I have more than 1,000 shoes from the 60s on. I had an auction of in Christie's, the auction house, in 2007, and I sold a part of that collection, but I always have the other half. Yeah. I sold the right foot, and I kept the left foot. So I still have all these shoes from the 60s on. The shoes that on my website, I still have them.
Okay.
And the shoes that we don't sell in the shop here, that goes to the outlet, to the other shop. So we sell at the end of the season here. Then you have always leftovers. You have always sale. You know, you cannot sell every shoe, sell it out to the pair, to the last pair. There's always remaining a 35 or a 41 or one color that doesn't sell very well, or then it goes to the outlet store in the Rule of Hartstraat. You know. My shoes are not expensive.
Yeah, it's affordable.
It's affordable. Yeah. Compared to other designers with this is high quality.
And to what?
1,990 euros.
So
that's the most expensive. That's the most expensive thing I have. You know, like
it's really pretty.
See
the gold.
how it is made. The gold, gold. That is what I call my linea erotica, and it is made in a Gucci factory in Italy.
Wow. And your wife picked these colors for the sew? The gold and the red?
No, I did that. This is classic. I have this already for more than 10 years.